Hi, I'm Dan McTeague from TGPT Television, again to give you this week's update in the price of gasoline. Well, it is July the 8th today. Of course, it is a new week, and it does mean that prices was a bit of a shocker for most right across the country last week. Political tensions in Egypt aside, inventories in the United States fell, and of course, currency traders traded the Canadian dollar down, which means that because all of our energy prices are termed in US dollars, we lost a few cents and you wound up paying for it. As well, gold hedgers are moving out of gold, at least they did last week, in favor of black gold. And that's one of the main reasons why West Texas Intermediate and gasoline futures went up as high as they did. So what we've seen across the country and what we're going to see across the country is not as much of an increase as we saw last week. For the next 24 to 40 hours, I would say that July the 9th, July 10th, look for prices to be pretty much where they are today. There are some exceptions. In Eastern Canada, because they have a regulated system, they will be socked with as much as a 3-cent increase. That is New Brunswick, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and of course the Newfoundland, but not PEI, by quite a substantial amount come Thursday or Friday. So average prices there between $1.24 and $1.32 will all increase almost across the board between 2.5 and 3 cents a litre. Coming a little closer to Quebec, a little surprising, Quebec City has seen no increase. It may see a 2 cent a litre increase come July the 10th. But of course, Montreal, as we expected, as we predicted, would jump from $1.32 July the 8th all the way up to $1.44.4 for July the 9th. Toronto, more of the same. Might be a tiny decrease from July the 8th into July the 9th. Likely that we're going to see very little in the way of changes throughout much of Ontario, save and except what happens after July the 10th. Now, as for the West, more of the same. We've seen a bit of a decrease in Manitoba, down from $1.32.5, $32.9 in places like Winnipeg, down to $1.31.4, but there's still a long way for those prices to come down, and we would hope that refiners and wholesalers start playing a little bit more openly with the fact that they're hanging on to as much as 10 to 15 cents a litre on motorists. Ditto for Saskatchewan, where you're seeing prices in the 124 to 126 range. The wholesale prices of gasoline have dropped, and we should see an even more corresponding decrease there. Calgary, we've seen prices down as low as $1.17, $1.18. Those could go back up as high as $1.20 between July the 9th and July the 10th. And the same for Edmonton, which has been at $1.14 now for the past 4 or 5 days. We could see that rise by a penny here or there. The big story is not so much what happens in the British Columbia interior. As we know, Kamloops, Kelowna, Prince George are all between $1.30 and $1.37. The big play is in Vancouver, where prices have spiked from an average of $1.41 all the way to $1.47.7. Look for those prices to remain at those levels, up and down within a few cents over the next several days, mostly because of the shortage and the outage of a refinery in Los Angeles. So that's pretty much a wrap for the next several days. We'll be back in touch with you later in the week to give you a more precise update as to where you can expect prices to be in your neighborhoods. I'm Dan McTeague with TGPT Television. Looking forward to seeing you somewhere around the 9th or 10th of July.